My in-laws humiliated me. In front of the whole wedding party, said my broke energy was ruining their family image, so I ruined their retirement fund. They said I shouldn't even be in the family photo. I made sure they won't be in the next board meeting. I liquidated my silent shares. Their value? Gone with the wind. They called me broke energy at my wedding, so I cashed out their empire. If you've ever been disrespected for staying humble, if you've ever watched the rich laugh at your roots and dreamed of quiet, calculated revenge, this story's for you. Like, subscribe, because karma comes in silence. And today, it's loud as hell. I never saw myself as a vengeful man. I was raised on patience. My mom used to say, kindness isn't weakness. It's the ultimate flex. And for most of my life, I believed that. But on the day of my wedding, something broke. I'm Nathan, 34, tech guy, from Kansas City. Not flashy, but I don't need to be. My wins come in silence. You won't see me flaunt a Rolex, but I can buy the company that makes them. When I met Emily, I thought I'd met my equal. She was graceful, smart, the kind of woman who quoted Churchill and kissed you like a poet. But I didn't just fall in love with her. I fell into a world I wasn't prepared for. She was born into the Wallace family, a name soaked in pharmaceutical blood money, patent scandals, and private jets fueled by ego. We met at a pitch competition. She liked that I didn't try to impress her. I liked that she asked real questions. For a while, it felt real. 2 years later, I proposed. No drama, no staged Instagram reel, just love, just us. But when she told her parents, Catherine, her mother, chuckled and said, "Of course. Our little Emily always did love a charity case." They called me broke energy, behind my back, and eventually to my face. Her cousin Brady, the walking LinkedIn profile with no soul. He once said, "You're a good guy, Nate, but you're not Wallace-level good." He toasted at the rehearsal dinner, "To Emily, and to no more broke energy in this bloodline." People laughed. Even Emily smirked. I sipped my wine and said nothing. But here's the thing. Silence is not surrender. While they were planning the wedding like it was the Met Gala, I was building something else. They gave me nothing, not even control over my own damn wedding. I wanted my dad to walk me through old photos. They replaced that with a 20-foot video wall about Emily's humanitarian work. I wasn't in a single frame. My family got 10 seats. The Wallaces brought 200, and then the final insult. Catherine smiled and said, "Nathan just won with the real family. You understand, don't you?" I stepped out of the frame, but I stepped into the biggest move of my life. What they didn't know was this. 2 years ago, Wallace Biotech stock hit rock bottom during a cancer trial scandal. Everyone bailed. Everyone except me. I formed an anonymous LLC and bought in. Slowly. Quietly. I now owned 9.8%. Under 10%. No public disclosures. They never even looked. They were too busy laughing at my broke energy. If you've ever felt like an outsider at your own table, hit like, because being underestimated is the best position to strike from. A year after the wedding, things got colder. Emily wasn't the woman I proposed to. She became an actress. Everything was for optics. We weren't building a life. We were maintaining an image. Meanwhile, Wallace Biotech was preparing a major acquisition. Their stock was back up. They were cocky, arrogant. I made my move. I sold my stake to Stratison Pharmaceuticals, their direct rival. And that 9.8% sale? It triggered a 30-year-old clause in Wallace Biotech's charter that opened the door to a hostile takeover. In 72 hours, Catherine was removed from the board. Richard lost voting rights. Brady was walked out by security, tears in his eyes. The company was absorbed. Their legacy, obliterated. Their charity foundation, seized. Their trust fund, frozen. Their name, Poison? Emily found out on Twitter. She showed up to my place that night, mascara streaked, shaking. Nathan, what did you do? Please, please, make it stop. My parents and Brady, they're ruined. I said nothing. I thought you didn't care. I thought you were above all that. I stared at her. That was your first mistake. She collapsed on my steps and cried until the sun came up. I left her there. Now? I live in Austin. I work when I want. I advise companies that now fear the ghost of Wallace Biotech. I made $12.7 million say on the sell-off. And peace, that was priceless. They live in a rental outside Sacramento. The Bentley's gone. Brady sells consulting packages on LinkedIn. Catherine teaches resilience for women leaders on Zoom to 10 people a week. The last message I got from her said, "We lost everything. Why would you do this?" I replied with 6 words. "You called me broke. Remember that. If you've ever been mocked for being quiet, for not coming from money, for not playing the game, like this video. If you've ever wanted to dismantle a system that treated you like a footnote, subscribe. And if you know someone who's been humiliated for their humility, share this. Because revenge isn't rage, it's discipline, it's timing, and sometimes it's the only language the powerful understand. What's the most disrespectful thing someone's ever said to you? And how would you take your power back? Comment below.